One confident player coming out here today. That's Georgia freaking Johnson.
Yeah, especially playing the right two. Warmed up with the counterattacks with Waters straight ahead in women's doubles. There's a big play from Ben Johns out of the gate.
So Ben has a gold medal as a player, and now he's like Lee Waters. He has a gold medal as a coach.
And Annalise shared with us this week that Ben Johns actually coached her in singles ahead of them being partners, and she said it made all the worlds of difference for her.
Because it's elite play. He's seen everything from the top players, and then elite mind to be able to communicate what to execute. And Gabe's not kidding. He went out and did exactly what they told him to do. Now someone has to execute it, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't just the paddle, Gabe.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's on sale for $100 right now. Nice work by J.W. Johnson for point.
One, 0-1. Point.
Nice pull from Georgia Johnson, testing Ben Johns down the line. A little high, but successful nonetheless.
Yeah, this is the 20th time these teams have played. Georgia and J-Dub have won once. And tags Annalise Waters. Okay.
Three, 0-1. Second serve.
Second serve.
3-0-2.
Waters chatter starting early in this match. Foot faults called on Ben Johns, who gave Waters a little bump, and that left arm maybe bugging her a little bit on that Burt attempt from Ben Johns. It's a small freight train coming your way.
Yeah, I think that was more a waving him, like, get out of there. Play a little playful, I hope.
0-4-1.
But she's trying to get the crowd behind her here early.
Point.
Yeah, I think she was kind of shaking it off.
1-4-1. Second serve.
An eye on it. It's third for Johns.
Because she was never able in the women's doubles to channel her focus into getting the crowd with them. It just was negative.
Yeah.
And it was frustrated.
2-4-2.
A little high off the tape. J.W. Johnson earns the side out.
Four, 2-1. Second serve. Four, 2-2.
Nice work from Ben Johns. Heavy angle, no points for the Johnsons. Ball back to Waters and Johns. That one win you mentioned for the Johnsons was back in 2023 in Arizona, 3-gamer. Also pushed Ben and Annalise last year to 5. Couldn't get there, though.
Yeah, they've had match points in a few others of these. And then the one you're referring to, they didn't even win that tournament that year. But they beat Ben and Annalise.
Ooh, Georgia didn't expect that angle to come back.
And those are not fireworks you hear. That is the wind in our mics.
3-4-2.
It's deep. Good communication from Ben Johns. We're tied up at 4.
4-4-2. Side out.
I mean, that ball's almost always made. Not
4-4-1.
today.
Perfect hands from J.W. Johnson.
Just flick wizarding everywhere there. That was pretty.
5-4-1.
Full SWAT team from Ben
Second
Johns.
serve.
And again, smart choice. If there's one up, one back, and you have a ball above your shoulders, hit the feet
5-4-2.
of the person closest to you. There's almost no chance of them getting that back or doing anything with it if they do.
Well played by J.W. Johnson, carving out angles left to right. 2-point lead for the 2 seed.
And Georgia, just bring it.
6-4-2.
Bring it, Ben. I'm a gold medalist today, brother.
Side out.
Johns recovers right back. Credit to Federico Stockstad and Anna Bright, by the way, winning the bronze over Andre Diescu and Megan Dazan in straight games, 7-7.
4-6-1. Point.
Yeah, I believe both singles bronze were scratches today.
Yes.
5-6-1.
Great deflection from J.W. Johnson, punishing Waters for crashing to the middle and attacking him.
And again, the play here this week with the humidity and the temperatures in the mid-80s, ball's playing a little slower, so easier to get on top of some of these attacks,
5-6-2.
and they're doing it well. Wow.
Ben Johns jumps ahead, but Waters saved the point.
She sure did, scrambling back there and have it even now.
6-6-2.
TP could not be defended by J.W. Johnson. Waters and Johns take back the lead.
7-6-2.
It's wide. 2-point gap. Waters and Johns bowling ahead, and the Johnsons will take.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I've got quick hands.
I'm Deckel Bar, and I like to hit hard. I'm Anna Bright, and I like to speed it up.
I'm Colin Johns, and I have fast reflexes.
You might want these.
You know what? You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these. Actually, no, these are mine. Go get your own.
Andre Diescu and Anna Bright. So, yeah, this team is special. Anna Bright and Deckel Bar got them earlier this year, not in a final, however.
Point.
Ben Johns snaps the Ernie. Georgia and JW look out of sorts. I wonder what's going on their side.
I think J-Dub wanted to call this out. Is Ben challenging?
It was 8-6-2. Second serve, 6-8-1.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
So the ball was missed.
Got it.
6-8-1.
And everybody seems to be at peace with it.
Yep.
Nice return to follow it up from Waters. Free gift to the Johnsons.
7-8-1.
Skidder for Johns, who cannot handle it at the kitchen. The Johnsons tie it at 8. Mixed doubles title on the line. Johns and Waters call the timeout as well. We're gonna keep it here in that coaching role again.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been there before, but perhaps reinvigorated in that category of the game. And second serve now over the JW Johnson.
Well, let's not let that great mind go to waste. Just share it with a couple people.
Side out.
And with the bigger, wider court, everybody has been taken off to cover these angles.
8-8-1.
Down the middle, those field goals have been good all week long. Smart shot from Ben right there.
Point.
Drop thrown from Annalie Waters, gets away from Georgia Johnson. She was looking down at the court, maybe considering whether or not that one was going to land in.
Oh, yes. And she did the right thing because I think it was going to land in. That one is not, however. And this is the stuff, you're right there with them.
Point.
They're calling timeout, and then
10-8-1.
the next thing you know, it's game point.
And Waters is hunting and rarely misses in the firefight in that position.
Game point.
Game point number 2.
And my favorite part about this is Ben afterwards. Go do it. I'm with you. And this is how you do that. If you want to go by yourself, I got you.
11-8 at the conclusion of game 1. Waters and Johns stand 2 games away from that elusive gold. It would be their 49th. We'll see if the Johnsons can take hold in game 2 and even out the match series best 3 of 5. Yep.
That's why just one more becomes just 7 more.
And game 2 starts with a 1-point lead for Waters and Johns early. Heavy rip on the third.
Yeah, that did not touch the tape. Ben has the best backhand out of the air I've ever seen and we've ever seen as a sport, except for that one.
And he redeems himself.
Yes.
Point.
Johnsons are on the board.
And lobbing Annalie is a
1.
good pattern for any
One,
team
2, 2.
playing against Ben and Anna Lee.
Yeah,
Get them going backwards.
and her overhead won't always hurt you.
No, especially if you're making her hit a backhand, you just got to hold your ground.
Second serve. 2-1-2. Side out.
Cross-court pattern denied by the Nets. The Johnsons back
1-1.
to work. Won a title in Mesa this season.
Point.
Now, that ball's a mile long, and Anna Lee Waters is just a little bit off today.
Which is a
2-1.
statement we rarely speak of, especially on Sunday.
And a lot of it has to do
Second
with
serve.
the phenomenal play coming at her in both the women's doubles and so forth. But a rolled missed dink followed by a bad read of a ball that's going well out. It's just the little things that are
2-2-2.
cropping up.
Recall.
And her ability to usually throttle through opponents with her offense just seems a bit softer today.
2-2-2.
And that could also be conditions,
Yes, the
slowing
weather.
the ball down, especially
Let's
coming
recall.
from the altitude last weekend where you're training in that environment, not to mention
2-2-2.
Arizona, a bit drier too.
Side out.
Ben embodying the soft game. Georgia Johnson sends it back to Waters and Johns. Anna Lee has some fan base
2-2-1.
behind her.
Yes. Wow, Ben wills it over.
Second serve.
J-Dub all over the speed up. Yeah, and Anna Lee's got a ton of family here, so she desperately
2-2-2.
wants to raise a trophy in front of them today. One chance already gone.
Side out.
Efficient work for the Johnsons. No points for Waters and Johns.
Two, 2-1. Second serve. 2-2-2. Side out.
Cross-court attack from Waters to Johnson. Goes into the bottom of the net.
A hook from a
2-2-1.
low position cross court. Wow, okay.
Second serve.
This third, wind swirling a bit now.
2-2-2.
The backs of Waters and Johns.
Point.
And clean position for Ben Johns to gobble up that pop-up chance.
3-2-2.
Wow.
Point.
I don't think Ben's particularly thrilled with the way he played that, but he'll
4-2-2.
take it. Oh, that one did go off the tape.
Point.
And just in case it came back over both Waters and Johns, not letting that opportunity pass them by.
Was there a starter's pistol there? Because they both just took off out of the blocks. It was a
5-2-2.
pretty even race.
Ooh, short on the ATP for Waters. We'll take a peek back at the, the
Yeah.
race.
On your mark, get set, go. Yep, Anna Lee was definitely there first, Ben. That's ridiculous. Georgia hit a winner. Ben on the outstretch, and he doesn't pop it up, but then his paddle position in front. Watch this, all these combinations where the paddle is. Out front, out front, out front, good night.
How does he do it?
Well, he's the best that's ever played the sport, so he's a good one. He's figured it out pretty darn well here. And he's trying to stay in front of Anna Lee from a titles perspective.
Yeah, the game within the game between these two.
Point.
This one out of the air. The Johnsons with another chance to tie it.
4-5-2.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Georgia.
Point.
Gonna play a brief apology as well. Catches one off the
5-5-2.
tape, says thank you very much. No mercy from me.
Look out. Oh, it checks up.
Courts do not bounce as high here. Ooh, and Johns frustrated after that one. A missed opportunity off the bounce, and the Johnsons take a 1-point lead. Timeout taken by the world number 1. We'll be back with the remainder of game 2. To a miss.
And then another one, and then a timeout.
So, well, the Johnsons take advantage. Championship on the line. 1 win against these two. 19 match sample size.
I love it. It didn't work, but I love it from Georgia. That's a great handle from Anna Lee Waters.
5-6-1.
To get this ball down and into the kitchen and not feed offense, really good.
You said it, lobbing Waters, a good strategy,
Yes.
and Georgia adopting that. We saw a little bit in women's as well.
5-6-2.
Yeah, they just said, go ahead and hit it as hard as you wanted us. It's going to come back twice as hard. And we'll throw a lob in every once in a while. Georgia's getting Anna Lee to short hop it. It's usually the reverse of that. Now we're into that. Bella's just itching to get in there. Oh, sky hook from Ben. He's going to have to hit another one.
Whoa, Georgia was almost there. She felt like she could have gotten there. Tie game.
Great shot from Ben because, again, his experience from the other one,
Yes.
he knew it was not going to sit into a spot where he could demolish it.
6-6-2.
Lob serve again. Love that take from
Side
J-Dub.
out.
I'd like to see him even be more aggressive with his court positioning with Georgia. She's so good back there that
Yeah.
he doesn't put her in a
6-6-1.
bad position.
Just wide for
Second
Georgia.
Little bit of wind and
6-6-2.
just too much risk on that.
Small target. Nice play by J.W. Johnson.
She's the only player in the world that does that, and J-Dub has seen that fish before and said, get that out of here.
7-6-2. Point.
Love it. Be aggressive, J-Dub.
Yeah.
Your sister did this earlier today. Let them find the offense. Well done.
8-6-2. Side out.
Off speed for Ben there. Okay.
6-8-1.
Nice hitter from Johns.
And the violence of the swing behind him by Anna Lee on that as well.
6-8-2.
Right in his wheelhouse, too.
Point.
And they'll get one back.
7-8-2.
Waters crashing and misses the poach. And when we're seeing Annalie Waters firing on all cylinders on a Sunday, she's never missing that shot.
No, that's down and a winner, and the place goes nuts, and she's saying, come on, come on.
8-7-1.
Yeah, J-Dub. Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
Poach? Isn't poaching fun?
9-7. You asked for more
Timeout
aggressive
receiver,
J.W.
9-7-1.
Johnson, and he
Reach out.
delivered.
How good he is at the kitchen
9-7-1.
line. But, man, he's got it in him. And Ben's overextended.
Game point.
Game point for the Johnsons.
10-7-1.
Georgia
Point,
Johnson
11-7,
puts her finishing stamp on game 2, 11-7, one game apiece, as predicted, Dave Fleming.
Yes, Anna Lee Waters has played 6 games today. She's won 2 of them.
And she's looking fatigued as well. So this could be
Time in.
is the moment for the Johnsons to capitalize, in my mind.
Yeah, get off to a good start here. Okay, so Anna Lee's going to crank up, and the crowd feeds off that, and she knows it. She just could never get them fully behind her in the women's match.
0-0-1.
This return will help. And there's the chit-chatter of Annalie Waters. She has to dig deep for that.
Yep.
You can tell she's worn down by the schedule a little bit.
And she didn't even play a ton this week for her typical. No singles, not
1-0-2.
big days in the other draws.
Puts it away there, a little light from Waters. She knows her team depends on it, on her energy.
And the extra
2-0-2.
pressure of playing in front of so many family members is a part of it, and wanting to succeed for them. Oh, Ben, that ball's a foot out,
Side
dude.
out.
It's not a 22 by 46.
0-2-1.
Ooh.
Bless you, sir. Longest point of the day.
Skipper off the tape, still alive.
Fellas just can't get in there. Finally, Ben
Oh,
does.
he forces himself into the point, and it does not work out. Johnson is there in recovery.
That's great dinking by the ladies. You know, fans ask me all the time, what are the players drill dinking a ton because of rallies like that. You just can't leave the ball up in the air.
The most glamorous aspect of the game to drill, but essential nonetheless.
Oh yeah, your legs hurt. It's not pretty, but you don't want to be the one popping it up and handing out tattoos to your partner because you can't keep the ball on the ground.
And it seems like such an easy aspect of the game that you maybe wouldn't even need to train. Like, yeah, I can do anything. And then you get into moments like that.
2-2-2.
It counts.
Yeah, and the spin and the precision is so important. And you see the different styles. There's top spin, short hop. And you'll see Georgia cut some. And that's what she's trying to earn, and she is doing it.
How many times did we see her shine in that category in women's doubles, collecting her first golds?
Quite a bit. And Georgia sends it through the middle. Okay.
Low from the ankles, and is the first to pull the trigger.
You're good, yes, you're good.
Such great deception, moving around her dinks, keeping Ben honest down the line. Cross court with Anna Lee, throws that in suddenly.
Uh-oh.
Side out.
But having the lead here is fantastic. Just
2-4-1.
keeps the confidence right where they need it to be. There you go, J-Dub. Come on now.
2-4-2.
Lofty third from Waters.
Yes, has to go take that one. Has to take that one.
Just out.
It's a great hold for the Johnsons, and you know, you just get a couple here, and then the belief just grows. 18-1 is in everyone's background and in their minds, but that starts to be forgotten.
Wicked hands from J.W. Johnson. 5-2 the lead in game 3. Timeout called by Waters and Johns. You know what that means.
It's not only holding up cross court, she's winning enough of these where they've got a lead here. Keep it up.
Second serve.
And if they return to Georgia, send J-Dub forward and see if he can pick something off.
They won't that time, and missed opportunity means 6-2.
6-2-2. Side out.
Jim Ramsey telling us that it was 86 shots in that rally early in this game 3. Back into the cross-court pattern. Count it, Jim. Through the middle it goes. Not 86. Waters getting back to her ways.
She 86, the 4-point deficit, though.
3-6-1.
Life on the side of the world #1, who seemed to be fading away in the match. Not yet.
4-6-1. Point.
Fumble ding from Georgia Johnson, who's been so sharp in that category.
It's tough to take that
5-6-1.
ball that sharp and redirect it up the line
Second serve.
because there's so much spin on it.
5-6-2. Point.
Well played. Waters and Johns tie it at 6. Mark Thomas warning Howard Hepworth that the water bottle is rolling onto the court with the wind conditions here in North Carolina.
We also have Anna Lee not sitting in these cross-court dink rallies and finding offense off the bounce, and it's working. Oh. Oh, my.
Oh, my. What an angle from J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, and then Georgia got tagged, but the ball was short before it hit her in the leg over there, so that's out. And Flick Wizard usually doesn't do wizardly things off the bounce. He's got new spells.
I would love to see more of that.
6-6-2.
See Ben twice. Look for the ball out of the air and then readjust.
Oh, J-Dub hitting an out ball, and Ben Johns takes full advantage. Anna Lee upticking her aggression on the dinks, too, over to Georgia Johnson.
6-6-1.
Yeah, seeing her just short hop dinks was not the typical sight.
How is Georgia forcing her into that?
She's getting ahead to start with, and then what else can she do? And it's hard to be aggressive if the dink is coming at you with pace and spin. So you're having to play a defensive role. In this case, it's Georgia or short hopping. If it travels too far, Georgia can take it out of the air, and that changes everything. It takes time away.
Whoa, ATP from Waters was called out by Johnson.
And gets confirmation from her fans, and definitely had it, just got too much of it.
Georgia Johnson takes control of the points. Back on top by 1.
And those count for like 1 1/4 when you do that, because you're like, what do I do to stop it? So both J-Dub and Georgia should use this more often. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Johnsons win another firefight. Point of the match in my mind.
That was outstanding because they were behind. Oh, yeah. Hammer the nail.
Bombs away. The world number 1 on the biggest stage. J.W. Johnson pulls ahead 9-6, and Georgia is full of offense.
I mean, she's firing away at Ben. She's taken all of those one-handed backhand flicks to multiple locations. She's getting them on the ground, and then Ben's hitting up, and J-Dub is there to clean it up.
Point.
Game point for the Johnsons.
Game point. 10-6-1.
Whoa, Waters with some trickery.
That was a delicious drop from J-Dub. Everybody was hunting.
10-6-2.
Game point number 2. Tags Ben Johns straight ahead, 11-6, and the Johnsons stand 1 game away from taking the title away from Annalie Waters and Ben Johns. Stay right here. This would be the first. And Ben Johns setting the tone for game 4 to start.
He's like at the picnic table, and he's like, go away, ants. There's all of them all over the place. And he finally swatted the queen out of there.
Oh, you're going to say pulls the tablecloth out from all the food underneath it.
ATP. I was going to go 10 feet deep.
Waters and Johns still looking to force this to 5. And who would that favor?
Waters and Johns.
Yeah,
2-0-2.
per the data in the books. Tag off Georgia cross court means 3-0 early in game 4.
3-0-2.
Waters is on a mission, playing with everything she's got left.
Sneaks one through the middle, so passive dinking AL Dub may be done for the day. You just got to pick your spots because of the hand speed of the other side. Wow, look at that bounce.
Point.
Strong out calls from both players, locked in 5-0. They saw their title slipping away.
And they may not ever give their ball back, and it's 5 in a row to start.
Drop volley. Waters is there, but can't pay it off over the net. 5-point run to start game 4 ends there. What will the Johnsons do with their opportunity to serve their first of game 4?
Yeah, that was desperately needed for the mentality of what Annalie's dealing with today.
0-5-1. Second serve. 0-5-2.
ATP, it's short. Empty-handed are the Johnsons as they send the ball back to Waters and Johns. Their second service rotation of the match, or the game so far. Line 2 for Georgia Johnson, 6-0.
Don't have a problem with that. Perfect position.
6-0-1.
Ripped it, just got a little too much of it. Wow.
Second serve.
I mean, she's been rocking everybody like a hurricane with the Scorpion today. That was awesome.
6-0-2.
Watch her get low and get that Scorpion tail up.
Wow. Elite hand speed for Georgia Johnson. Settle for one. Ben and Annalise.
0-6-1.
Yeah, this is the most Annalise ever snapped her head back and looked over at her bench in a day.
Point.
Concerned to say the least over there.
1-6-1.
And pulls it on Georgia Johnson. Finally a ball she can't counter.
Yeah.
Seems like she hasn't missed any of those exchanges today, including women's doubles.
1-6-2. Point.
Ben steps in for the forehand. Waters loading up on the backhand. Johnson's claim another point.
2-6-2. Side out. Six, 2-1.
Wow.
JW Johnson there for backup, forcing the second serve.
Yeah, and a ball off the hand of Ben in the middle of that, too. Interesting. Wildly off. We don't say much about that. The Johnsons get a couple here and just really make them think, okay, we got problems here.
Oh, Georgia. Big eyes on that attempt.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
2-6-2.
And goes right at JW Johnson, cross courts, who couldn't find a way to get a play on it.
2-1.
Big high arching serve. Hoping to get a short retain.
Second serve.
Slowed down since the start.
Yeah.
They being Ben and Annalise. Missed return will help their cause.
Yeah, they got 5, like we're going to win this 11-1 and let's go play game 5. So that missed return was a killer.
Point.
Again, had it off the tape. Julie Johnson was over there clapping on that one. I agree. Fractions.
Side out.
Crowd urging for some energy here in this mixed doubles final. Johnson's load back up. Johns lets it fly. One hole down, one to go. For Waters and Johns to try and close out Game 4.
2-8-2.
Two holds down. Ball back to Waters and Johns. Closing stretch.
Yeah, and if I'm Ben and Annalee, I would like to run 3 out right here and make them
8-2-1.
think about 11-2 going
Yes.
to game 5.
And Georgia Johnson says denied at that thought for now.
Just a little routine,
8-2-2.
deny the ATP, then deal with the next one, ripped at her, and then throw a winner through the middle.
And Waters can't make it. She wills herself to do. Sign out for the Johnsons. Empty trip for Waters and Johns.
2-8-1.
I mean, it's available for the taking. That 5-0 start is where they got to find their comeback here.
Whew, an ambitious pull from Waters high to the forehand of J.W. Johnson. Typically ill-advised.
Yeah, and going several feet out, too, from
2-8-2.
that position.
Point. Three, 8-2. Side out.
So the Johnsons level has come down just a tick as well here, and that's what it
8-3-1.
takes to beat this team, is stay at the height of your powers.
Second serve.
Georgia lurking for the classic Ernie.
8-3-2.
Big serve from Ben. Last minute call from Georgia to stay, and she misses.
It was totally the right
Yeah.
one, though. And she ended up with a
9-3-2.
great look.
Wide again on the deflection. Game point for Waters and Johns. This
Game
thing
point.
looks to be going to 5.
10-3-2. Point, game 11,
Triple
change
from
out.
Waters, cross court. Game 4 lands in the laps of Waters and Johns.
0-0-1. Second serve.
2 holds to start here.
0-0-2.
J.W. Johnson all over the speed up. So 3 empty starts to this one. I think it's
0-0-1.
critical for the Johnsons to get 1 or 2 and get ahead. Wow.
Second serve.
Well, they were ahead in the rally. They just didn't win it. Tremendous from
0-0-2.
Ben Johns right there.
Georgia Johnson was on the target, mistimed it. Ball back to Waters and Johns.
Yeah, she's had a look at a few of those over the last
0-0-1.
several rallies and hasn't made those backhand counters. Great scramble from Anna Lee.
Oh.
Stop play.
And Georgia Johnson called it on herself.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah, nothing you can do. She hit such a great counter
She
on
did.
that. And
You
she's
can't
like,
blame her.
look at how great I am. What are you doing over here, ball?
1-0-1.
Oh, J.W. Johnson looked to pull his paddle out of
Yeah.
it and couldn't.
Yeah, so they were way ahead 3 rallies ago. Then the distraction self-call, which she had to do. And then a ball that's going out.
2-0-1. Second serve.
Wow, with the court wide open, Anna Lee can't find it. Didn't even need to hit it hard.
2-0-2. Side out.
And another gift from Johns. Ball back to the Johnsons in a hurry.
0-2-1. Point.
Waters out of sorts.
Yes, and resetting. I mean,
1-2-1.
yes, some of the time you have no choice when, oh boy, that stayed in somehow.
And that
What a,
also stayed in.
this is chaotic. Oh, and then Ben ends up getting friendly fire tagged after all that. He would have been a lot happier if the return would have just gone long. Come on, Georgia. Even went to 1, which is really hard to counter Ben with on that right side of your body.
2-2-2.
The fact that she can keep it all out in front, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ben ahead in the points and can't come up with it. Georgia forces him to hit one more, and it counts on their side of the net.
These 3 were
3-2-2.
massive here for belief. Look at that drop.
Oh, sneaky around the post from out of nowhere from Ben Johns.
I don't know how Georgia found the angle she did to give that up
It's
there
3-1.
from the redirect. Ended up being a problem, though. Oh, that ball's 5 feet wide.
Counts all the same as a point for Waters and
3-3-1.
Johns. Another sneeze from the crowd.
Already blessed him once. And whipping that paddle. And J-Dub is on it, and George is on the next
Second
one.
serve.
84 degrees. Just a little less
3-3-2.
on it, and the Johnsons playing fantastic.
Oh, J.W.
Point.
Johnson ready to dance with the speed up off the bounce, just a touch deep.
Yeah, he wanted it out of the air because he saw it floating. Then he
4-3-2.
had to reload his paddle. The opening was there, just didn't make it. Oh,
Point.
And good thing, because Waters was
Yeah.
already committed to the middle. That would
Yeah.
have been a winner off the sideline, off the tape.
yeah, she was gone.
5-3-2.
And
Point.
Johns
Timeout,
takes
change in,
control.
6-3-2.
The rare pop-up.
Time in. 6-3-2.
No way.
Wow.
Side out.
Great sign out with the words of wisdom from Julie Johnson at their bench.
3-6-1.
And Georgia Johnson got the counter down the line on Ben Johns.
Yeah, letting it go would have been fine too, but that's more exciting there. And she's
4-6-1.
pulled a lot of those wide, so good for her confidence.
Deep to the baseline.
Because it used to be everything that they're attacking cross court is
4-6-2.
going wide. The players have dialed that in, but still it's wide more times than you think on some of these, especially high.
Oh my. Oh, misconnected on it, and the Johnsons with a chance to tie it midway through the fifth. Ball took a roller coaster ride off the tape about 3 times in that exchange.
5-6-2.
And that ball not coming back, except for on the serve here for Waters and Johns. With a narrower lead.
6-5-1.
Tremendous first volley, tremendous.
Waters is talking to herself again.
Great take. Whole thing is set up by not putting Georgia in a bad spot, racing over there on a good drop from Anna Lee. Terrific from J-Dub. Wow. Oh. I mean, what Georgia withstood there and got them into an okay position.
5-6-2.
J.W. Johnson shuts the door, ties it at
Anna Lee and Ben supporters push back, and the question is does Anna Lee just keep it within the framework of what they want to do and not try to do too much?
Oh, it's
in.
Yeah, wow, close.
And Anna Lee tried to do too much through the middle there, but they survived by a miraculous grab from Ben.
Second serve.
And Georgia Johnson just not shying away from the moment. No. This is as emotionally clean as I've seen her too, just rising to the occasion.
Point.
And sorry,
way to go,
Mish. Bad on that one, but still, resiliency is there.
You're dead on. You're dead on. That was.
She believes she's supposed to win this match. And that's the difference.
I hope Jim's counting.
What a play by Georgia Johnson. A glimpse of an opening down the line as she takes it.
And had more spin and less pace, and that's the difference in the one she was missing in game 4. That is beautiful.
6-7-1.
It's good.
Wow.
They barely got out of that sequence.
Wow.
It's pure survival mode.
Yes.
6-7-2.
Hello, Georgia Johnson.
Oh, no.
Side out.
And you hear great ball from Ben. That was a rifle of a third. Good volley from
7-6-1.
Anna Lee.
Second serve.
And another gift right back.
Terrific
7-6-2.
return from Georgia to set that up.
Georgia Johnson unleashing the hammer on the other side. Ball back to the Johnsons. Chance to tie it. Door is open.
Yeah, what's Anna Lee doing?
6-7-1.
Jumping in front of Ben, and then she skied up the third there. Just throws off the pattern. Tremendous hands from J-Dub right there.
ATP unlucky bounce for J.W. Johnson.
Second serve.
And those are the fun ones. The crowd loves it, of course, because Ben gets to go bowling right here.
6-7-2.
And there's the aggression of J.W. Johnson that makes the difference.
Yes.
7-all. Georgia putting the Ernie pressure on Ben and not playing it safe.
7-7-2.
It's J.W. Johnson. Lead goes to the Johnsons.
Free challenge, timeout receiver, 8-7. 7-8-1.
Oh, my. There's the red line I was talking about. That just not going to happen because the hands are just waiting for that, too.
7-8-2.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, no.
Oh, wow, how did they get out of that? Ben is wondering the same thing.
Georgia, you're playing amazing. Let the flick wizard hit an overhead
8-8-2.
right there. Unbelievable.
J.W. Johnson hops into the play with set forming. Side out.
8-8-1.
Love this crowd, love this match.
And to play off your point, Dave, in the Herb Brooks speech, if we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game and not tonight. Perhaps the inspiration would be drawn for the Johnsons.
9-8-1.
Georgia out.
Point.
Championship point for the Johnsons.
Back point. 10-8-1.
It's out. The Johnsons take the title for the first time on a Sunday against Ben Johns and Anna Lee Waters. A 5-game thriller, and the sibling duos have done it. No words needed to express the emotions of Mama Johnson and the bench of Georgia and J.W. Johnson, who claimed their second title of the year. All smiles. Tears of joy streaming down the face of Julie Johnson. What a win for Georgia and J.W. A match for the books.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Veolia, North Carolina Open. Have yourself a day, Georgia Johnson. What a performance from her and her brother, J.W. Johnson. They take it 11-8 in the fifth. Take it away, Michelle.
Dave, thanks so much. We meet again, Georgia Johnson. On the heels of your first career women's doubles title, you take out the world #1 for the first time on a Sunday. How did you and J.W. Johnson just do that?
You know, I don't know. We just played our hardest and, you know, didn't let the losses get us down, and happy to come back and get it in the fifth.
A 5-game thriller indeed. J.W. Johnson, I know you're short of a voice. We'll keep it short with you. A warm embrace with Georgia for your second title of the year. Bring us into that final moment. You hit the winning shot. What's that emotional experience like with your family member?
Yeah, just so exciting, especially to get to do it with my sister. Couldn't have done it without the whole crowd cheering us on, though, so I appreciate everyone coming out here. And, yeah, just glad to come out on top of this one.
And Georgia, last but not least, bring us into the atmosphere here in North Carolina. You just won 2 titles in front of them. What is it like to play in front of the crowd behind you every step of the way?
You know, everyone came out to support, whether they were cheering for us or against us. It's all welcome. It's all good for pickleball, and just thank you to everyone who came out every day, not just Sunday. It's been packed the whole time, and thanks to everyone.
And on behalf of Veolia, Mike Gutschall is back with us to present the title and the trophy for the sibling duo of the year.
Thanks, Michelle. As this sustainability partner for the PPA Tour, we're extremely excited to present this trophy on an outstanding win. That was just incredible and awesome, so thank you very much. Congratulations.
Third mixed doubles title of their careers, and they did it in style here on a Sunday, Dave.
Did they ever? Flash mob, what a way to head into Major League Pickleball.